Hello, good evening and welcome to Hot Edition on 3FM 92.7. This bulletin is live from our studio here at Desawe Kanda in Accra and also streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. Coming up this evening, National Coordinator of the District Road Improvement Program, DRIP, which is Edwin Lante Vanderpuije, has resigned to contest the NDC National Chairmanship position. Tonight, we'll give you details of his letter and why he intends to leave that position. And we ask, what does this decision signal about his political ambitions within the party? Also coming up, government maintains cocoa producer price, genuine support for farmers, or much ado about nothing. We'll delve into that particular story also a bit later. And before we wrap up, though, with business and sports, government is settled bonuses arrears as it releases over 76 million Ghana cedis for Black Stars World Cup participation. We'll break all of that down for you in a moment. In the meantime, though, let's bring you the news summaries of other stories making rounds in Ghana with yours truly. Hello.
Hi, Martin. Good evening, and these are the news summaries. Benes Abubedu Lansa. Now, the John Mahama government, through the Ministry of Finance, has authorized the release of some 76.4 million cedis to support the senior national football team, the Black Stars. This financial commitment is divided into two key disbursements to ensure the team's successful participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, currently underway in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Still on the World Cup, Mexico produced a dominant opening night performance at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, defeating South Africa in the curtain raiser at the Mexico City Stadium on Thursday, June 11. The Mundial opened with fireworks as Mexico struck first in the 9th minute, sending the home crowd into immediate celebration. Away from the World Cup, the government of Ghana has repatriated 327 Ghanaians stranded in Port Bouer, Côte d'Ivoire, following a demolition exercise that displaced residents and left many without homes and sources of livelihood. In a statement issued on June 12, 2026, the Foreign Affairs Ministry said the affected Ghanaians were among residents living in areas impacted by the ongoing mass demolition exercise being carried out by authorities in Abidjan. Other sources link the demolition to a road project. Now, government, through the Ghana Cocoa Board, has announced the producer price of cocoa for the 2026 light crop season will remain unchanged despite falling prices on the international market. In a press statement issued today, Friday, June 12, the move is aimed at safeguarding the incomes and livelihoods of cocoa farmers who are central to Ghana's economy. And before I go, the National Identification Authority, NIA, in collaboration with the National Health Insurance Authority, NHIA, has commenced the nationwide Ghana card registration exercise for Ghanaian children between the ages of 6 and 14 in the northern region. The exercise, which began on Thursday, June 11, forms part of a nationwide effort to ensure that every eligible Ghanaian child is enrolled on the National Identification System following the successful completion of the exercise in the Volta and Oti regions. And there you have it. These are your news summaries, Martin.
Thank you very much for the news summaries of other stories making rounds in Ghana. This is 3FM 92.7, and we're going on to our first story this evening, starting with what's happening within the rank and file of the National Democratic Congress. And Edwin Lante Vanderpuije has resigned from his position as the National Coordinator of the District Road Improvement Program, DRIP, to contest the national chairmanship of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, if the current chairman, Johnson Edwin, decides not to seek re-election. Lante Vanderpuije expressed that he would not contest Mr. Edwin Ketia out of respect for their long-standing relationship, but he is prepared to enter the race if the position becomes vacant. His long-standing involvement in the NDC demonstrates his readiness for leadership. Well, let's get the details of the resignation letter as the Chief Executive Officer, or the National Coordinator, I should say, of the DRIP program, which is the District Road Improvement Program. And in recent times, he has actually come under public scrutiny because they form a part of the institutions that are supposed to manage the Garrett project and then also some major construction works, including the famous Kaneshi Bridge. We are told is under the DRIP project or the program. So, well, many thought that was the reason why he was resigning, but apparently it is clearly because of his political future that he has decided to resign as the coordinator. So, what are the details of his letter that has gone public? We have a copy of it, and Sixtus Dong Ulo, producer 3FM's Hot Edition, is with us. Sixtus, what do we know?
So, this letter, in a letter that you just referenced, signed by him personally as former national coordinator, DRIP, he says, cutting to the chase, he says that my resignation is to enable me pursue a national executive position within our great party, the National Democratic Congress. This decision is driven by my desire to continue serving